I once went on a date with a man who was absolutely convinced we were perfect for each other. There was only one problem. He had absolutely no idea who I was. We'd barely spoken. A few messages, a couple of conversations, nothing deep, nothing serious. Then we finally met in person, and within the first 30 minutes, he was already talking about our future. Not his future, not my future, our future, plural. At first I thought it was just enthusiasm. Maybe he was excited, maybe he was optimistic, maybe he just liked me. Then he started telling me things about myself, except they weren't actually true. He'd created an entire version of me in his head, and somehow she was much more interesting than the real me. According to him, I loved all the same things he loved, wanted all the same things he wanted, dreamed all the same dreams he dreamed. The only problem? He never actually asked. He just assumed. Every time I tried to explain who I really was, he'd somehow steer the conversation back to the version he'd imagined. Then he looked at me and said, "I can just tell we're meant to be, sir. You don't even know my favorite breakfast. You haven't seen me when I'm tired. You don't know what annoys me. You don't know how I handle stress. You don't know me. You know your idea of me. And those are two very different things." That's when I learned something important. Being liked feels good. Being understood feels better. Some people fall in love with a fantasy. Others take the time to discover the real person. One creates expectations, the other creates connection, and connection always lasts longer. The funny thing is, I don't think he was trying to be dishonest. I think he was lonely. And sometimes loneliness can make people fall in love with possibilities instead of people. But real relationships aren't built on imagination, they're built on understanding. Have you ever met someone who seemed more interested in the idea of you than the real you? Tell me your story.